It started haunting me after school at my godmother's gift shop. After I ate not one, but 2 slices of her homemade apple pie, it just kind of hit me. A feeling that something bad was going to happen. Something that would change life as I knew it. So I drove to Walnut Grove Cemetery, hoping to shake the feeling. It seemed to work while I sat cross-legged at Mom's grave, bundled up in my gray pea coat, my extra long scarf flapping in the winter breeze. But now, as I hunker over the steering wheel in the parking lot and turn the key in the ignition, I've turned the feeling back on, and it's just as strong and ominous as before. Maybe it's just the apple pie, I tell myself. I ate way too much and it's sitting in my stomach like a lump of concrete. Or maybe it's the way my godmother's voice cracked when she said, "Alexis, promise me you'll be careful," right before I left her shop. Perhaps it's simply because I only got my license this very morning, and I'm not used to taking the Mustang out on my own. I never thought I'd miss Uncle Vince sitting shotgun, barking instructions in between, "This is important, it'll only take a moment," cell phone calls. I close my eyes and fill my head with soothing, happy thoughts. The aroma of coffee in the morning, the smoothness of piano keys under my fingers, the serenity of a snowy night. When I open my eyes again, the late afternoon sun is suddenly shrouded in dark, gray clouds. The first few raindrops thump, thump, thud on the hood. Then other raindrops enthusiastically join in. Where is the stupid window wiper switch? It rarely rains in Cardinal, Utah, especially in the wintertime. However, the dark clouds, the slushy sidewalk, the downpouring of freezing cold rain, it all seems fitting. It is my birthday, after all. Finally, I flip the right switch and the wipers come to life. They swish swashed across the windshield sluggishly at first, and then gaining momentum. It's still hard to see, but I know this stretch of country road inside and out. And I'm not nervous. Well, maybe a little. My cell phone rings. Slipping my fingers into my backpack, I fish it out and glance at the screen. "Hi, Vince," I say. If it were anyone else calling, I would have just let it go to voicemail. But it appears I've already missed a call of my uncle's, and besides, he never talks long. He's probably just wondering when I'll be home. I made him promise not to try and throw me a surprise party like he did last year. A sweet gesture, but I've never been into celebrating my birthday. All I can think about is how my mom died because of me. So this year, I told him all I wanted to do for my birthday was ditch my morning classes to go to the DMV and get my license, and then have a quiet, casual evening at home. I'm on my way. I dropped by Helene's shop on the way home. "I thought you'd probably go there," Vince said. To his credit, he keeps his tone neutral. My uncle and godmother don't get along. He thinks she puts crazy new age ideas in my head. "You didn't answer your call, so I called over there. Helene said you left an hour ago." I know him well enough to realize he's not calling me a liar, as much as trying to line up all the facts. That's just the way his attorney mind works. "Yeah, I had an errand to run," I say, being deliberately vague. I know it's not normal to spend so much time at the cemetery. And through the years, I've learned to keep my visits on the down low. That's one of the biggest reasons I'm so excited to have my own car and driver's license. The closest bus stop isn't exactly close. But like I said, I'll be home soon. Where'd this rainstorm come from anyway? It was just a little overcast a moment ago. Wait, Alexis, you're not talking to me while you're driving, are you? Not anymore. The instant I hang up, the car slams into something. I pound on the brakes and the Mustang fishtails and skates for a few seconds before coming to a stop. Squeezing the wheel tightly, I try to catch my breath. I peer through the hazy headlight beams, straining to see what I hit. Absently, I twist the key to the off position. The world is silent and still all around me. But my mind screams and every muscle in my body tenses. The moon peeks through the clouds, and abruptly as the rain started, it stops. I still don't see a deer or anything on the side of the road, though. Is my premonition coming true? I open the door and step out, vaguely noting that there's not a dent on the hood as expected. But I feel no relief, because not 2 seconds later, I hear it. A groan. I run to the side of the road, and there he is. My heart pounds so hard, I swear it's trying to explode right through my ribcage. Oh my God, I hit a man. His head jerks, and I sigh in relief. He's alive. Hello, hello, can you hear me, I ask, my voice shaky. Are you okay? Of course he's not okay, I reprimand myself. I think it's safe assumption that his leg doesn't usually bend that way. His handsome face is badly scratched and bruised, yet he watches me with surreal calmness in his eyes. They are dark and beautiful. I have a strange, unsettling feeling. I've seen those eyes before, but I don't know where or when. I'll go. I'll call for help. I have a cell phone in my car. Be right back. Don't move, I say, in case his neck is broken or something. And then I race back to the car. In desperation, I dial 911 and report the accident as coherently as I can. The operator assures me she'll have emergency personnel there, ASAP. Although she says to stay on the phone with her, I shove the phone into my coat pocket. I hurry back to my victim. Sinking to my knees, I take his hand in mine. It's so cold. With my free hand, I uncoil my scarf and gently wrap it around his hands. The ambulance is on its way. Everything is going to be fine. Dark red seeps through his shirt, and for the first time I notice he's wearing scrubs under his black leather jacket. But he looks too young to be a doctor, or even a nurse, or a hygienist. If I had to guess, I'd say he was 17 or 18 tops. I feel terrible. Oh God, I'm so sorry. I force myself to blink, to look away, to hide my tears. Something in his eyes holds me there, though, and I feel as if I'm dangling hopelessly above the flames of hell. Why had I answered my phone? Or why hadn't I pulled over before answering, like Coach Hansen always told us to do in driver's ed? All those horrific slides of wrecks caused by distracted drivers, the ones he forced us to watch, are still fresh in my memory. And now, the image of his boy lying on the ground, broken and bloody, will be etched in my mind forever. I could have beat myself up for days on end, but then he squeezes my hand and his entire body starts convulsing. There's no sign of the ambulance. Not a single car is driven by. What's taking them so long? We need help now. If I don't do something and something fast, this poor boy might not make it. If I don't make the right choice, he might die. I'd have to live the rest of my life as a murderer. My stomach rolls, and that lump of apple pie concrete threatens to come up. I take a deep breath, gathering all my courage, and I give him a smile. Can you tell me your name? Giovanni. I'm not sure what I expected, but his smooth, sexy tone grabs me. Plus, I can't believe how composed his voice sounds, given the fact that he'd just been hit by a car. Okay, Gio, I'm about to tell you something. I dig my fingers into the ground, the cold, crusty snow, mud, and brittle grass jabbing into the tender skin beneath my nails. You're not gonna believe what I'm about to say, but I swear I'm not lying. I clear my throat, forcing myself to keep going. I've never done this before, not without Helene's help. I pray I'm not making a huge mistake. Ask me for help. I can help you. I can heal your wounds, but you have to ask me. Is he grinning, or are the shadows playing tricks on me? I don't need your help. He's still grinning. Of course, he thinks I'm off my rocker. What I need is for you to hop back into your car and drive away, and never speak of this little incident to anyone. I cross my arms over my chest, shivering uncontrollably. Please, Gio, you're making no sense. I get that you're in terrible pain. I know you're probably delusional or something, but what I'm asking is so simple and it will work. He can't die, he just can't. Just ask me for help, Gio. Ask me. What I'm asking sounds insane, I know that, but if only he'll trust me. I said, I don't need your help. His gaze dips from my eyes to my neck, and I wonder if he can actually see the throbbing of my carotid artery as my heart pounds out an insane rhythm. Despite the rawness of my desperation, I feel a twinge of unease in the pit of my stomach. Gio raises his chin. Water droplets trickle down his hair and run down the length of his cheekbones, his features at once beautiful and menacing. Go away. I'll go as soon as you ask me for help. It's simple, Gio, really. Repeat after me. Please heal me. Please. My fingers begin to tingle, and the warmth fills my core. Go away. He cringes, nearly overwrought with pain. I can't leave him, but if he refuses to ask me for help, what can I do? The warmth is gone, leaving me feel cold, wet, hopeless. The squeal of sirens punches through the blustery air, and I'm so relieved. My eyes brim with a fresh batch of tears. I jump up and race toward the road, flapping my arms to get their attention. The fire truck comes to a screeching halt, followed shortly by an ambulance. Over here! He's over here! I scream, and people in black pants and jackets rush the scene, only to stop a few feet from where I directed them to go. They spread out to each side, searching. Where is he? Asks one of the firefighters. There's no one here, someone else says with a shrug. I can feel their eyes on me as I run to the spot I left Gio. Sure enough, he's nowhere to be seen. Gio is gone.